love working with younger people, especially younger women. No, no, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. No, Richard is one of our finest singers today, you know, and he's the only one that sings with a big band. And I grew up listening to big band music, and so I'm excited to be part of this concert.
Ako, well, si Tito Joe, ever since I love his songs, I grew up memorizing his songs. Pero I think the most enjoyable thing to me now is, yan, yung mga jokes niya over dinner, or yung storytelling niya, you know, Richard, I wrote this song because my wife, and wala na, di ako makakasalita, I'm just like a little kid listening to a story. So, he's a good storyteller. So, yun yung enjoy ko working with him.
Sir Hussein, paano po kayo napapayag na to do this project?
No, you know, Richard and I, no, he does it for money. I do it out of love. No, but you know, we've been talking about this for the longest time. The first time I met Richard was about 4 years ago. He came to watch our show at the Bahay Chinoy. We had a nice program there, and one of the performers was Poon, who's the sister of Richard, who's also a fine singer and a wonderful lady. So that was where I first met him. He came to watch the show, and I knew he was a rising star. So I suggested to him, I said, Richard, one day let's do a show together. And so, why did you have to wait 4 years to do this? He waited 4 years. And I'm getting older. Don't wait too long.
Sir Joe, ano po yung reaction niyo kapag sinasabing si Richard ang young Semi-Richan?
Well, each person is unique. Richard Poon is Richard Poon, and there will never be another Richard Poon. So each one is unique. So those who say that Richard Poon is another Semi-Richan, you know, probably was just joking. He is his own man, he has his own personality, he has his own style, and I'm proud of him. I really am.
Sir, last question na lang po.
Last question? It's only 1 o'clock.
Sir, possibilidad po na magkaroon kayo ng album together?
As a matter of fact, yes. I'm suggesting for Richard to sing 1 or 2 of my songs in the same way that there was another artist last year who did that without mentioning his name because that would be commercial. He can have his own Presscon. He did a whole album of my songs last year and it became successful. So yes, I've given 1 or 2 suggestions for Richard to sing. And I hope that he and his producer would take them up.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, how do you feel about your songs being revived by young artists today?
You know, songwriting, in general, show business is fleeting. Okay? And I've been in recording now for 44 years. And there's always a limit to everything. So having my songs revived and recorded by younger artists is quite welcome because it's a way of introducing my songs to a younger generation. That's another way of perpetuating the music. And so I welcome that very much.
If there's any advice that you can give to Richard, what would it be?
Well, I'm trying to encourage him to write his own songs. Because at the end of the day, most of us will be forgotten. But our songs, hopefully, will live on. So it's good to be original in our own country and to sing songs that we ourselves write.
Thank you, sir. Good luck on your concert.
Thank you very much.
Hi, sir. I'm Gemma from Orange Magazine. From Orange Magazine TV. I'm a big fan, actually.
Thank you.
Sir, just wondering if you have a say with who will sing your songs and how it will be sung.
Well, in the case of Richard, I am trying to pick songs that would fit his style, the big band. Yeah? So, how long have you had this cough? No, take care of that cough. Our concert is just a few days away. What was the question?
Do you have a say like who will sing, or do you approve who will sing your, who will do a remake of your song?
In the past, I would always be approached by an artist asking permission to cover my songs, and so I'm, you know, my heart is an open door. Tama ba yun? My heart is an open door. Sounds like a song. My heart is an open door. Yeah. Does that answer your question or malabo?
Okay lang, sir.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, in the case of Richard, I've handpicked one or two songs na bagay sa big band and would suit his voice. Because I'll give you an example of a song na hindi bagay sa akin. This was a song called Hahanapin Ko, which I wrote many years ago. Hahanapin ko ang awit na tantinig mo pag nalayo sa'yo. I wrote that song, but I couldn't reach the range. So I gave it to Anthony Castello, and he represented me in the Metro Pop back in 1979 or 78. And then most recently, Lea Salonga did a version of Hahanapin Ko. Have you heard it?
Yes.
It's beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. I can never sing that song because I cannot reach the high notes. You know, I tried singing that once, so I stood on the stool, but I still could not reach it.
Sir, I have one more question.
No, you can ask as
Any-
many questions.
Any plans?
Is there a limit? No.
No. Any
The
plans
lady
of
asked 7
releasing?
questions. Yes.
Any plans of releasing a more commercial album like the last one? Although I like that one. But a
What was
more,
the name of the last album?
Manhattan.
The Manhattan Connection.
Yeah.
Do you have a copy of that
Yes,
album?
from Starbucks.
Yes. Did you like that album?
Yes.
Yes. Why do you think that it's not commercial?
I mean, commercially released as in more well promoted in the record stores, something like that. Or
Well, it's available in Odyssey, Astrovision, in other record stores, and I think it's very commercial. Manhattan Connection is innovative, and the arrangements are exciting.
yes.
As a matter of fact, we can talk about that later. But right now, we're talking about the Crooner and the Songwriter.
But I mean, sir, another album which will be featuring other artists.
Okay. Next year, I'm going to come out with 2 projects. The first project is a Golden Collection Volume 2. Okay, which will feature my hits that were not included in the Golden Collection Volume 1. Then the second project, ta-da! My new Christmas album, which will finally come out next season. Not this season, next season. So look out for that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Any more questions?
Hi, I'm Jamie from Inside Showbiz. So my
Hello,
question
Jamie.
is, hi. My question is, how will you describe each other as a musician and as friends? Thank you.
Talaga ako na muna. As a musician, I think Tito Joe is, I like kanina what somebody said to me. Tito Joe's, as a musician, he makes melodies that make you smile. Yung pag nakikinig ka, you have this positive, cozy feeling eh. Pangalawa, the melodies he makes for me is immortal and hindi nakakasawa. Kahit na years mo na, 5 years, 10 years mo pinapakinggan, hindi siya nakakasawa yung melody. I think he's also OC like me. He just has a pleasant personality, so he gets away with so many things that I cannot get away with as a musician. As a friend, I believe he's very caring. He texted me when I was starting off na, hey, the hardest part is starting out. So do your rounds, do this, whatever. I think he's very caring. And then I like the fact that he's very diplomatic and as a friend. So if he doesn't agree with you, he'll say it in such a nice way that won't offend you. I really like, gusto ko yung diplomacy niya, I really like it. And I think he just, I just love the way that he comes off very fatherly to me and to the meetings. Pag may meeting kami, he just, say something about the stock market and then lahat kami parang, ganun pala yun, parang ganun. So he just has this fatherly thing. So that's how I describe it.
Richard and I share something in common. We have our Chinese ancestry. We both descended from Chinese parents or grandparents, and but in our hearts we are Pinoy. Yes. What?
Yes, afternoon. I'm Eugel from Manila Fruity. Yes, sir, my question for you, sir, Mr. Samuel Chen. Since you mentioned you're coming up with a Christmas album next year, sir, was there a kind of pressure of producing something that will tackle Christmas in our heart? Because that album, especially the title track, is already a staple during Christmas season.
Thank God that it is that and a perfect Christmas. Both songs. From the very start, I have never been pressured to come up with the next album. So in my 44 years of career, I've only had 13 or 14 albums. Yeah. So there's never been any pressure because I think you should not pressure an artist. Whether he's a painter or a photographer or a songwriter, he should never be pressured because what comes out may not be from the heart. So, to answer your second question about to topple Christmas in our hearts, each song of mine, and for that matter, each album of mine, is like a child of mine. And I've said this in the past. Each child is special. As each song is special, each song is unique. Each one was composed under different circumstances. And so, when a song becomes a hit, it is like having a child that becomes successful. Becomes a successful doctor, lawyer, or even the president of the Philippines. Okay, so Christmas in our hearts will always be a special child for me. Not a special in the sense, but a gift from God. And so I'm hoping that the new Christmas album next year, which we can talk in another press conference, will be loved, appreciated by my audience as well.
Thank you, sir. For Richard, what Jose Marichan song will you cover and if ever and why?
Sa album to, sa album.
If ever you will give it a chance to cover or revive one of
Hindi dito sa concert sa album.
Oh yeah, if ever one day you get to record one of his songs. Can you name one song and
Wow. Dami. Pero siguro, top of my head, siguro will be Beautiful Girl. Kasi parang, o kaya Tell Me Your Name. Parang gano'n. Ang ganda eh. Ay, sandali, Eugene, bago ko, nasagot ba ni Tito Joy yung tanong mo? Kasi describe me raw as a musician and as a friend. Oo. Tito Joy, kasi nakita ko siya, parang ano siya.
Sorry. Okay. Well, Richard has a very strong presence on stage. As a singer, he has a very strong presence. First of all, he's good looking. Yeah? So, that will be the good looking part in our concert. I'll provide the charm. No. So, he has a strong presence and he has a unique, the way he carries a song is unique. if you listen to his albums, no other singer in this country can tenderly caress the songs that he does.